Have no fear, your boy B Media is here. We are back with a brand new channel. If you guys know me from my main channel, B Midnight 9, y'all know me as B Midi, reaction video, react to cars, stream, and I still do that stuff, but I definitely want to be able to make a second channel to also educate you guys. Besides all the entertainment and fun, at the end of the day, behind the scenes, this is where everything is pretty much going towards. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be an introduction to the channel, introduction of what we're looking forward to talking about, um, and so on and so forth for this channel, and what you guys would like to see as well. Because your input matters tremendously. If you think it doesn't, please rethink your thinking. Everything you guys say, I take in, and I try to make everything better. I can't get better if you guys don't tell me what needs to be improved. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of friends that I want to give a shout out to. Shout out to Dre Illist. Dre Illis is another investing channel, and shout out to Dudley. Dudley is a reaction channel. Shout out, man. That man grinds. That man fucking grinds, and you guys really go check out his channel. Without further ado, let me give you guys an introduction about me. Brian Nelson here, to age of 22, originally born in New York City, moved to Buffalo. And give you guys a little background story on what started the whole wanting to be in a financial position where I have options to do what I want to do in life. The age of 20, no, no, the year of 2017, I think was the year my father passed. The minute I got that phone call, my brain just said, it's time to invest. You're officially the man of the household. You need to be able to provide. And that's what my intentions are today. Created a Robinhood account the same day I got the phone call, a TD America trade, but I never took it as serious as I wanted it to. Right? Um, I was looking at stocks like um, Ford, Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin, clearly not a stock, but I was just looking at the things that was talked about before they were really talked about. So Ford, Ethereum, Litecoin, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm saying that correctly. I was looking at these investments. I put some money in Ford. I put about probably $50 in Ford in total. And then I received something that's called a dividend. If you guys don't know what a dividend is, it's when you buy a share of a company. And that share in the company that you're buying will give you a piece of its profits to its shareholders. So let's say a company like Ford. When you buy a share of Ford and you hold it for a certain amount of time, that company Ford will pay you a certain amount of money. Let's say Ford pays a percentage, not a percentage, but they pay 12 cents per share. Let's actually, again, I'm no expert at this, so I'm always gonna make sure I'm confirming everything I'm saying. I'm saying it accurate to you guys. Ford's dividend 2021. Let's do for 2021. Lord, here let's boop. And by no means am I sponsored by Market Beat, but I do check them out often when I'm calculating. So Ford pays 15 cents per share, and they pay quarterly. It looks like they're paying quarterly, and they pay quarterly. If you guys don't know what quarterly means, if they pay 4 times throughout the year. Now I know some people are gonna say, "Well, who the fuck doesn't know that?" I didn't at one point. Again, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I'm never gonna portray the image that I am the smartest guy in the world. I'm just the guy that wants to know as much as I possibly can. I'll put him on the next level. The same thing for you guys. If you guys don't know something, you're not stupid for not for asking. You're stupid for not asking, right? So Ford pays 15 cents per share, and it looks like they've been doing that for a while now. Now I had about, how many shares did I have? Not even about, to be exact. Come on. So it looks like in total I had 4 shares. I had 4 shares of Ford, and my dividends I've gotten paid. Let's put this away. Boop. I've gotten paid 60 and 45 cents. Let's wait for that to. Come on. I can't wait to get a better camera, yo. Come on. There we go. 60 and 45 cents from Ford. That's how much Ford paid me in 2017. At that time, I didn't know where I got this money from. I didn't know why it was so low. I was thinking to myself, why did I get paid $1 for nothing? Now, the young version, I didn't really, I wasn't, I'm not a big spender. Even still to this day, even if I have a Honda or whatever, I'm not a huge spender. I don't like spending money. I like keeping it and reinvesting it for the long term. So when I am 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, I can enjoy life. Even 30. 30, I really want to enjoy life. Um, so expenses got really tight. I needed the money. So I took out all the money in every share that I have of Ford, which was just 50 measly dollars, but it was $50 that was working for me. And I took it out and I spent it. Years pass on by. It's 2019. I'm doing door-to-door sales, and I fucking hate it. Hate it with a passion. But I'm learning a skill. Throughout my years, I can say this: even if my money wasn't being geared towards stock market, at least I was investing in myself. Doing door-to-door sales, I think changed my life in so many ways. I would never be doing YouTube if it wasn't for door-to-door sales, as aggressive as I'm doing it now. Putting yourself in front of a stranger's door, knocking on their door, trying to sell them a product that they had no idea about is one of the craziest skills anyone can obtain. Selling is no joke, and you guys should really go out there and fucking try to sell something. If you guys was to ask me, would I suggest door-to-door sales before COVID? 100%. Now, not so much because due to health and regulations, it probably won't make more sense. But as far as selling, you guys should really learn how to sell. How to sell. It's a skill that will set you for life. Um, I lost track. But I'm doing door-to-door sales. I'm making money, but the money's not going towards the stock market. I then learned about something called Forex before it became an actual trend at one point. So I'm trying to figure out Forex. I took a course from Daniel Savage. He got me really pumped to want to quit doing door-to-door sales and be a full-time trader in like 2 hours of just watching his videos. And I realized trading is not as easy to learn on the first try. You got to make mistakes and you got to be able to learn. You got to be able to educate yourself. So I'm doing that. I'm learning. I'm putting majority of my money into the stock market, 500, 500, 500. I'm doing breakout triangles, breakout strategies. At this point, I'm just throwing in money just to see what works. I'm just throwing as much as I can out there to figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong or just what the fuck to do. Sorry for the cursing, but I'm really eager to learn how to make this money happen. I'm watching YouTube videos of people turning 500 to 10,000 or 5,000 to 30,000. I seen a video of an NFT, just no support, no resistance. He just looked at the chart. There was no not support resistance, no take profit, stop loss. It was just the most riskiest thing I've ever seen, and he flipped it tremendously. And of course, if you're new to the stock market and you see someone flip that much money to this much money, you want to do that. Reality is that's not going to happen 99.9% of the time. It's not. 99% of traders lose money. That's the thing. That's the truth. People lose so much money in the stock market because they don't know what they're doing or they're impulsively buying. The stock market is an emotional fucking game for those who don't understand. Emotional psychology. If you are scared, if you let your emotions control you, you lose. You lose. And forget the stock market, that's life. Think of it with your parents. Once your parents start yelling at you and they let the emotions control the conversation, are you still listening to them or did you tune out or are now you emotional with them? So now there's no logic in the argument. It's just emotion battling emotion. That's just what it is. Just apply the same thing to the stock market. If you let your emotions control how you dictate your actions, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. And again, I am no master trader. I'm still learning to this day how to trade, Forex, options trading. I'm still trying my best. But this is why I created this channel so you can see that it can be done. I believe so deep in my heart that I'll be able to do this shit. And that you guys will too. And I will go beyond as I possibly can to show you guys the journey. The journey. Like I will show you guys the journey. So back to the story. Quarantine happened. So around March of 2020, this is when people are now starting to talk about the COVID. You know, it's getting a lot of people are dying. Boom, 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 boom. Then the next month, everything just shut the fuck down. I had no job. I moved back to New York City because I went to PA to do door-to-door sales. Moved back to New York City, and I have no job. No job. I had $5,000 saved in the bank account. Thank God. And I was using that money to just pay off my monthly expenses, which is my car and my insurance and my phone. That's it. That's it. No credit card bills at the time. I was set. But the money was starting to get a little low. It was getting a little low. Um, so before I got on unemployment, I applied for a job at Amazon and they accepted me. Thank God, because I was really low on money. I got my first paycheck, paid off a couple of expenses. Then I started doing a little bit more research on investing. I want to give you guys a little story about what happened to Amazon. Amazon did not last too long at all because I did not like the management. Coming from door-to-door sales, they teach you how to run your own business, how to talk to certain people. You know, you're always selling. You're constantly selling. And the way they were talking to me, I didn't appreciate it. They talked to me as if I was some type of like I was nobody. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a human being. It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to come in here. You're not supposed to come in here. It's just an office. You guys are probably talking about routes and who to go, who to send where, and just talking stuff about what coworkers doing this and what coworkers doing that. Like you're not talking nothing important. You're really not. So there is no off limit. It's Amazon. I'm here to deliver packages. If you don't want me to, if you don't want me to hear your conversation, that's cool. But don't disrespect me. There was one point they called me out on a meeting. It was so weird because no one knows the rules. I just started working. No one told me anything. They just said, "All right, be here," and that was pretty much it. They're having a meeting. One of the guys pulled me over and just shouts me out and saying, "Hey, this guy's not supposed to be here. Why is he not in the meeting? Don't be this guy." And after the meeting was done, I immediately pulled him over and said, "Dude, I don't appreciate the way you just talked to me. I clearly didn't know what to do. I just started working here. Well, what was the what was the point of this? It makes no sense." And so he said, "Oh, it's okay, man. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page." But there was no need to try and embarrass me in front of everyone. I just started working here, literally just started working here. I don't want this to be bad blood, but I also don't want to let you get away with what you just did on a new guy. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to anybody in the company. That's just you don't treat no one like that. From there, that's when it shit got intense because we started going back and forth to the at one point, and then if you work at Amazon, they usually send you as a helper. As soon as you're done delivering packages, you're officially a helper. You're helping somebody else. The minute you gotta help somebody else, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do that shit. I didn't want to do it, so I lied. I said I gotta go home and watch my baby sister. He's like, you know what? Bet, go home. So I came into the office. I tried to ask him a question. It's like, no, don't you gotta go? I'm like, yo, bro, what's the attitude for? I just want to ask you a question. No, go home. What the fuck? What's your issue? And then it escalated and it went from saying, you know what, I don't want this guy working here no more. Give him his last check. He's done. And that was it. That was pretty much my Amazon history. But now I'm working. But now I'm in quarantine, no job, trying to figure out how to make money. Then I started stumbling across uh, drop shipping, dividend investing, stock market, option trading. I took Forex 10 times more serious where I learned the breakout strategy. If you guys don't know what the breakout strategy is, support or resistance and a triangle slanted, and you're waiting for price to break through. Break through support or resistance. That is your breakout strategy. But you always want to wait for a retest. But we'll get into that in a later video. This is just a little introduction. But where I'm at today, as far as 2021, I have currently 4,005. I currently have $4,930 and 88 cents invested into the stock market today. Um, and this is the journey. We're gonna start at pretty much $5,000, and we're gonna work our way up to $50,000. By the end of the year, my goal personally is to have $9,000 to $10,000 invested in Robinhood, and these are all in dividends. The companies that I currently have invested is CX, CMEX, Honda. The reason why I invested in Honda is because I personally own the Honda Accord, and I like the brand, so I put some money in it. You know what I mean? Neo, is a electric car company that's starting to come out. Because I work at Chevy and I did some training, I thought Neo. Well, I still think Neo is going to be a good competition for all electric vehicles that are coming out. It looks good. The presentation was good, so I just threw some money in it as well. I have Intel. The reason why I invested in Intel is because when I built my computer, my CPU is an Intel CPU. So why not invest in what I own? I see no problem with it, even though they have a chip shortage right now. I still put my money into Intel because I use their product. Why not? Um, NRZ, which is a real estate REIT, new residential investment. I invested in that. I have 70 shares. And the reason why I invested in real estate REIT is because of the dividend investing part. And we'll get into that all in another video. Realty income, I put some money in that. Again, real estate REIT due to the dividends investing. AGNC, real estate REIT, dividends investing again. And Bank of America. Bank of America because I have a Bank of America card. I'm starting to use them more often, so why not invest in what I currently use today? And that's really it. We're going to touch up on everything in the next video, in the next video, in the next video. This is just our introduction to the channel, and I want to thank you guys for coming in. Please comment down below what you guys want me to do as far as investing. What do you want to see from start to finish? If you want to see me scale from 4 to 10 or anything like that, or even do my research and give recommendations. I am no finance manager whatsoever, no financial advisor, but I am here to track a journey with you guys. And if anyone can do it, you can do it too. And that's really all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one.